Hi friends, I welcome you all at Craig Rigby. As you know that we are covering government schemes and today we are going to cover Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, and this is implemented by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and it was the biggest mass movement after independence in India. And in this particular video we will cover all the cleanliness and sanitation program in India since 1981 to 2021, and we will discuss some important feature of this Swachh Bharat mission under this video. Friends, before moving ahead, you should have knowledge that what do you understand by the sanitation and what is the importance of sanitation. So first of all, you should know what is the importance of sanitation and what are its impacts. First of all, what is the meaning of sanitation, or what is the meaning of this safe sanitation? What do you understand by this safe sanitation? Safe sanitation means promotion of safe disposal of human excreta, right use of toilets, and in last, avoiding open defecation. So these three are related to the safe sanitation. And what is the importance of sanitation? First of all, sanitation impact on health. How it impact on health? And this is a general question. We know that exposure to contaminated drinking water source and food with pathogen-laden human waste is a major cause of diarrhea, is a major cause of cholera, it is a cause of trachoma, and its intestinal worms. As per our WHO guidelines, if you will see what WHO, World Health Organization, says that 1 gram of feces is result into 10,000,000 virus. It result in bacteria. It result in 1,000 parasite cyst. It result in 100 parasite eggs. It is a 1 gram of feces gives you 1 crore of virus, 10 lakhs of bacteria, 1,000 parasite cysts, and hundreds of parasites eggs. So this is the impact of 1 gram of feces by the human excreta. What can be the effect of this sanitation on children and women? Its impact on children and women. If you will consider that what can be the impact of this poor sanitation on children and human, if you will see that the children under 5 years have not very strong immunity. Then what does it mean? It means they are not enough to fight with bacteria, parasites, or viruses. Alone, if you know diarrhea, if you have heard about the diarrhea alone kill. It is the second biggest killer of children in developing countries. it means 1.5 million children each year killed due to diarrhea alone. And this poor sanitation in children, in women, create, and if we consider that if a children is suffering from malnutrition and there is a condition surrounded this malnourished children by the poor sanitation, then their growth will be affected and their growth will be stunted. Stunted growth will be found in these children. So these are the effect of this poor sanitation. And if you will see that this effect of this poor sanitation on the environment, what is the effect of this poor sanitation on the environment, then you will find that inadequate sanitation and waste management have direct impact on the environment. For example, this untreated sewage will flow directly into the river, then it will flow into the sea, and it will affect our river system and our marine system. So this is effect on the environment. And if you will find that its effect on the economy, then you will find that a study of World Bank says that absence of toilet, if toilet is not present and conventional sanitation in India will cost 6.4% of its GDP in 2006. This is the data of 2006. So we can say that the economic impact of poor sanitation for India is at least 38.5 USD billion every year under health, education and access time and tourism. So if economy is affected by this poor sanitation, then all the sector, that is health, that is education, that is access time and tourism will also affect with this poor sanitation practice. So this is the effect of the poor sanitation in India. So if you will see, the government has launched this program, that is Swachh Bharat Gramin, on 2nd October on the birthday of our great leader Mahatma Gandhi in 2014. The most important part of this program is this is the biggest mass movement or Jan Andolan program of independent India, and its main aim is to change the image of rural India through mass scale behavior change. Friends, remember this word, behavior change. This word will come again and again in this slide. Actually, whatever program we were running in our country related to this Swachh Bharat, they were not totally focused on the behavioral change. They will only focusing on the supply side. So this Swachh Bharat movement is the program which focus upon the behavior change in individual or in the community. Its second aim is to construction of household owned and community owned toilet and their uses and solid liquid waste management, and they will also provide an accountable mechanism for achieving open defecation free India. So these are the main aim of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Now, why we need this program? As per our data, there was the low sanitation coverage, that is 39% till 2014. This is a very small data, and we are trying to cover this data 100% by 2019. Now, according to this data, 55 crore people in rural area were also living without a toilet facility before this 2014. Now, what is the effect of it? It was impacting the health, the dignity of the people in rural area, which I will discuss in starting of this lecture, especially women and children. they are affecting their health, they are affecting their dignity, they are economically impacting our country. So open defecation, if you will see in a rural area, in a Grameen area, this open defecation was regarded as a matter of national theme, but it was often ignored subject and which was not raised in public discussion before this 2014. Right. Now our second question is that this Swachh Bharat mission was launched in 2014. Before that, no program was running related to Swachhata in our country? The answer will be no. There were many programs which was run by the government to achieve this objective of sanitation, Swachhata in our country. So there were some steps taken by the previous government. If you will see, first the rural sanitation program in India was introduced in the year 1954 as a part of the first 5-year plan of the government of India. Then in 1981 census revealed that rural sanitation coverage was only 1%. It was revealed by the 1981 census. Then government has launched this program, that is 1981-90 during the 1981-90, and it was begin giving emphasis on rural sanitation, and Government of India introduced the Central Rural Sanitation Program in 1986, and this was primarily deals with the improving the quality of life of the rural people and provide privacy and dignity to the women. Now, in 1999, Total Sanitation Campaign was launched, and its main aim was to accelerate sanitation coverage in rural area to access the toilet to all by 2017. But the main aim of this program was in rural area they will cover all the schools, Anganwadis by March 2013 with sanitation facilities, and they will promote hygiene, education and sanitary habits among the students. And they will provide all types of toilets in government schools, that is primary, upper primary and secondary and higher secondary and Anganwadis, and will be constructed, and emphasis will be given on the toilet for girls in the school. Their funding pattern was 7:70:30 with a capping of 35,000 per unit as a central assistance, and their other aims were they will construct of individual household latrines, provision of revolving fund in the district. This total sanitation campaign will be implemented by the Panchayati Raj institution at all level, and they have started a social audit of this program in 1999. Now, in 2012, they have launched the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan by renaming this total sanitation program with the objective of they will accelerate the sanitation coverage in rural area in achieving the Nirmal Bharat by 2020, with all Gram Panchayats in the country attaining Nirmal status, that is, they will be free from the open defecation. And to transform rural India into Nirmal Bharat by adopting the community-led and people-centered strategy community saturation approach. They will construct of individual household latrine, they will cover all the rural family, they will give the incentive for construction of 1 unit of individual household latrine, that is IHHL, and they are giving 4,600, out of that 3,200 will be given by the Government of India and 1,400 given by the state for the below poverty people. And they are also providing an interest-free loan up to 3.5 lakh, and that can be given for establishment of rural sanitary mart out of revolving fund available with the district. And maximum unit cost prescribed for community sanitary complexes up to ₹2 lakh, and ratio will be 60, 30 and 10 among the center, state and community respectively. And Anganwadi toilets, unit cost up to 8,000 for each Anganwadi in rural area will be provided by the government, and for capacity building funding they are maintaining a ratio of 80-20 between Government of India and the state. Now, but all these programs were running from 1954 to 2012, that is Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan. But what happens? Why they were not achieve 100% target? Actually, this Nirmal Bharat was targeting to achieve the Nirmal Panchayat by 2020. But why they have not achieved this target? Actually, there were 2 or 3 reasons behind this. The first reason was there was no stress on behavior change. They are giving only supply to the to this scheme, but they are not thinking about this behavior change, and they are only applying this supply based approach, and that's why they did not achieve the desired result. If you want to change the mindset of the rural people, then you have to change their behavior, and this Swachh Bharat program is focusing upon the behavior change for the individual person or for the community. So this is the main aim of this program. It is focusing upon the behavior change. Now, what are the components of this Swachh Bharat Gramin? The first is construction of individual household latrine. Second is construction of community sanitary complexes, solid liquid waste management activities, information, education and communication and human resource development activities, equity and inclusion, awareness on menstruation hygiene management, an army of foot soldiers, that is Swachhagrahis, earlier known as the Swachhdut, could be developed and engaged. Now this what this Swachhagrahis, earlier known as the Swachhata Dut, work. Actually, there is a need for a dedicated, trained and properly incentivized sanitation workforce at the village level. And an army of these food soldiers or Swachhagrahis, earlier known as the Swachhdut, could be developed and engaged through existing arrangement like Panchayati Raj institution, cooperatives, Ashas, Anganwadi workers, women groups, community waste organization, self-help group, water lineman, pump operator, etc. So what they will do, they will engage or through engaging Swachhagrahis especially for the purpose, and in case existing employee of line department are to be utilized, their original line department. So the main role played by this Swachhdut is to achieve the target of this Swachh Bharat mission. And in last, the construction of the toilet in government school to be done with the help of Ministry of Women and Child and Ministry of HRD. Right. Now, what is the funding pattern? They are giving 12,000 for construction of 1 unit, and out of that 7,200, 60% is borne by the center, and 4,800, that is 40%, borne by the state. In northeastern state, Himalayan state, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, these share will be 9-10. And the payment will be, mode of the payment will be, they will directly send the amount into the account of the beneficiary, that is DBT, and they can transfer the amount in the form of the construction material or credit voucher for such material. Over the 5 years of this Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, the government allocated rupees 1.3 lakhs crore and ensured that there will be no scarcity of the fund for this mission. These are the order of preferences they are giving under this Swachh Bharat Mission. They are giving preference to the BPL family, then they are APL family, then they are giving preference to the SC and ST people, then physically handicapped, landless laborers without homestead, small farmers, then marginal farmers, then women head household. So this is the priority from BPL to the women headed household for this Swachh Bharat Mission. They are giving more priority this BPL, and accordingly they are giving priority to these people. Now, what is the implementing agency? At central level, this is implemented by the National Swachh Bharat Mission. At state level, it is implemented by the State Swachh Bharat Mission. At district level, it is implemented by the District Swachh Bharat Mission. And under this, District Swachh Bharat Mission Management Committee or District Water and Sanitation Committee will be formed, and this program management at block level is formed by the Block Sanitation Officer, Gram Panchayat Village Water Sanitation Committee and Panchayati Raj Institution. Actually, this is a community-based organization, non-governmental organization, self-help group, support organization are also taking care of it, and the corporate and PSU and corporate social responsibility are also playing a major role under this Swachh Bharat mission. There are various developments under this mission. In 2016, government has launched the such iconic place with the help of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Tourism and Ministry of Culture, and with the Ministry of Jal Shakti as a nodal agency, and they are targeting 100 places across India have been identified as iconic due to their heritage, religious and cultural significance. In 2016, since 2016, they are organizing this Swachhta Pakhwada, and this Pakhwada bringing a fortnight intense focus on issue and practices of Swachhta by engaging government of India, ministries, department in their jurisdiction. If you are working in a government department, you will see that every year government was celebrating this Swachhta Pakhwada, and they are doing various activities. They are doing some cleanliness work in their office space, in their cubicles, in their area, in their campus, and this program is done by the unit head under the guidance of the unit head. And they have launched the Swachhta Action Plan in 2017. Under this, all ministries to bring Swachhta as an element in their schemes. Swachh Shakti, it is a very important program, and it was a very important program. Under this program, government will recognize and felicitate a woman Sarpanch, Swachhagrahi and women champion for their contribution towards Swachh Bharat. Right? And it was launched in 2017, and this program is a part of ongoing activities under the aegis of the Swachh Bharat mission that was launched in 2014. And its main target was to make India open defecation free by October 2019. The main aim of this program is to attend by women Panch and Sarpanch from across the country. It was the first edition of this Swachh Shakti program and was launched from Gandhinagar, Gujarat by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on International Women's Day, and its second edition was launched from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Moreover, the Rashtriya Swachhta Kendra was announced on Centenary of Champaran Satyagraha, that is 10th of April 2017, and it was located opposite to the Mahatma Gandhi Samadhi at Rajghat. And the main aim of this Kendra was to disseminate information on sanitation matter and advanced toilet technology amongst the people. Then this Mahatma Gandhi International Sanitation Convention was called, and it brought together the Minister of Sanitation and sector specialists from around the world. On between 3rd to 10th April 2018, this Satyagraha se Swachhagraha was it is a week-long campaign, that is Satyagraha se Swachhagraha in Bihar, and it was culminating in East Champaran on 10th April 2018, where 20,000 Swachhagrahis came together to trigger Bihar. Then this Govardhan, that is it was launched on 30th of April 2018, and its full form is Galvanizing Organic Bio-Agro Resources Dhan, and its main aim was to keep village clean while giving income to farmers and cattle owners by promoting locals to convert cattle dung and other organic resources to biogas and organic manure. Then this Bandh Darwaja was launched in 2017, and its brand ambassador was Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, and it's a toilet. Under this, a toilet must be used by all, always, under all circumstances, har koi, har roj, hamesha. And this Darwaja Bandh campaign is supported by the World Bank and rolled out countrywide. Then this Swachhta Hi Seva, this is a fortnight-long sanitation campaign to highlight cleanliness initiative, and this Swachh Sundar Samudayik Shauchalaya, it was run between 1st November to 31st December 2019, and its main aim was to construct, paint and maintain community toilet by district, block or villages. And government is also encouraging or promoting various individuals, department, ministry by doing this Swachhata Survekshan Gramin. Under this, the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation under the Ministry of Jal Shakti is doing a survey, and this survey is done by an independent agency to develop ranking of all the districts of India on the basis of quantitative and qualitative sanitation Swachhata parameters. There are certain parameters under this Swachhata Survekshan. On these parameters, all the districts are measured, and according to these parameters and the number they have got on this parameter, they have got rank under this Swachhata Survekshan. Now this Samudayik Shauchalaya Abhiyan, it was a 3-month long campaign, and it was run between 15 June 2020 to 15 September 2020, and it was to mobilize district and villages to construct and maintain their community toilet. Its main aim was to provide sanitation access to migrant population through community sanitation complexes. And on the basis of this, district will be evaluated in the following manner: how much number of CSC constructed during this campaign period, weightage is given 60%, number of CSC constructed during the period in SC/ST tolas with 50% of SC/ST, more than 50% of population of these areas. For SC and ST population is given weightage 20%, and number of CSC constructed previous to SSA period, that is 20%. Now, this is most important, and it was in news currently, so you should read this SBMG phase 2nd, and what are the main differences between SBM Gramin 1 and 2. Actually, this SBM Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin was launched, phase 2 was launched for the period 2020-21 to 2024-25, and its main aims to leverage the capacity of individual and community in rural India to create a people's movement to ensure that ODF status of rural area is sustained. Whatever status, ODF status achieved in phase 1, it should be sustained. Then for sustaining this ODF status, this Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin phase 2nd was launched. Its other aims are, it will also improve the level of cleanliness in rural area through solid and liquid waste management activities and making village ODF plus. Open defecation free we have achieved already in 2019, but we want to go one level up by this solid and liquid waste management activities in making village, and this make the village ODF plus. And in all household in a village as well as the primary school, panchayat ghar and Anganwadi center should have access to the toilet. It means if any area of this school, panchayat ghar and Anganwadi center has left out, it will be covered under this phase 2nd. And this ODF sustainability, if the village has more than 100 households, then it should have a community sanitary complex. It will be ensured by this Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin phase 2nd. And this solid waste management, under this, by at least 18% of household and all public places should have a solid management. Liquid waste management, by at least 18% of the household and all public places should have this. According to this mission, a village will be classified as a visually clean if 18% of household and all public places are offered to have minimum litter, minimum stagnant water, and there is no accumulation of plastic waste in the form of dump in the village. So this is the target of this Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin phase 2nd. And total outlay for is this 1,40,881 crore, and it will focus upon the sustainability of the ODF status, which I have already told you, and solid, liquid and waste management system. Funding pattern will be as usual 90:10 for northeastern and Himalayan states, and 60:40 for other states, and 100% for the union and territories. Apart from this budgetary allocation, the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation and the corresponding state share remaining funds will be dovetailed from 15 Finance Commission grant to rural local bodies. So this outlay, additionally, all this amount which is working under this department, under this the Finance Commission, which the grant of Finance Commission to this rural local bodies, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Government Employment Guarantee Scheme, and they are also taking fund from this corporate social responsibility, and they are also generating revenue models, particularly for this sewage, solid and liquid waste management system. So this is the fund allocated for the Swachh Bharat Mission second phase 2. And what are the components? There are various components. The first component is that individual household latrine, and according to this, all BPL household, APL household, SC/ST, physical disabled, labor, small marginal farmers and women, they shall be eligible for incentive up to 12,000 for the construction of the 1 unit of individual household latrine. And they are working for the solid waste management. They are doing biodegradable waste management with the help of this composting, with the help of this Govardhan, that is galvanizing organic bio resource dhan yojana. They are also taking help of this plastic waste management system. And for this work for this liquid waste management, they are doing some work for this grey water management, and they are also doing some work for this fecal sludge management. Friends, order for priority is same as for the phase 1, but there are some difference. They are ensuring the above order, and after that they are giving priority to the old age pensioners, widow pensioners, disability pensioners, National Social Assistance Program beneficiaries and transgender. They are giving preferences to the pregnant women, lactating mothers covered by this maternal program for central and state government under this Janani Suraksha Yojana, National Rural Health Mission, and they are also taking care of girl children covered by the scheme benefiting the girl child. Now, under this, the government is going to declare the village ODF plus. And what will be the criteria to declaring a village for ODF plus? Then ODF plus declaration will be a village that has met all the ODF plus criteria will be self-declared themselves ODF plus at the Gram Sabha meeting, and within the 30 days of the above declaration, a due diligence team from the block will review the ODF sustainability and sewage solid level waste management arrangement in the village. Then this ODF plus verification by the district will be done under the 90 days of declaration for the first time, and this ODF plus verification by state duties, if you want to take certification or verify your area for this ODF plus by the state duties, then the state will take sample verification with more than 55% of all household in each village on annual basis. And this Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation would commission Swachh Suraksha Gramin every year to verify result claimed by the states and district and rank them according to the ODF plus parameter. And there are a provision of social audit meeting will be held in each GP once in 6 months. So friends, this was the Swachh Bharat Gramin phase 2, and they have developed a Swachh Bharat Kosh, and this is a Swachh Bharat Kosh, and under this coach any individual and philanthropist can have expressed interest in contributing to effort to achieve the objective of the Clean Swachh Bharat by the year 2019. And this Swachh Bharat Kosh has been set up to facilitate channelizing of philanthropic contribution and corporate social responsibility fund towards the cause, that is Swachh Bharat Mission. So friends, this was all from my side today, and before moving ahead, some achievements of this program. Actually, before launching this program, rural sanitation coverage increased from 39% when this program was launched in 2014 to 100% in 2019, covering 10.28 crore toilets built across 36 states and UTs. And on the occasion of 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji, that is on 2nd October all the district, its state, union territories declare themselves as a open defection free. So friends, and this achieving an ODF India and in record time also mean that India attained a sustainable development goal, that is 6.2 sanitation for all, whooping 11 years before the United Nations target 31 December 2020. So we can say that it is a big achievement. India has already achieved this sanitation for all target 11 years before, and it should be achieved on 31st December 2013, and India has already achieved this target today. And this is a graph. You can say that till 2001 there was only 21.92, and in the 2014 it is 38.7%, and from here this graph increased sharply and exponentially, and this target was achieved, and in 2019 that is 99.3, almost 100% achieved under this Swachh Bharat mission. Friend, these are our star performers which was selected in 2022 exam, and we are providing RBI paper 2 CB grade A course at ₹2499, and we are also providing RBI grade B and CB grade A course at 3499. This is a combo course, and we are covering all these topics in 2499 course, and we are providing this course for RBI grade B 2022. So friends, this was all from my side. Till then, thank you and happy learning. पढ़ते रहिए, मेहनत करते रहिए.